You're right guys, it's Capgun Tom here and welcome to my first ever FIFA 14 video. Yes, I'm jumping on the bandwagon somewhat, but it's not a bad thing. I'm just using this as a chance to go out, have a look at all the players that have been released to FUT, Head and Footwiz, and sort of have a look at what's available and see what sort of squads we can build when the game comes out. Now, the thing with Ultimate Team, when everything starts, is that no one has any coins whatsoever. So we're going to have to go away and build some budget squads. So I'm going to go through a couple of squads that I've had a look at and built on FUT, Head, and you can sort of go out and maybe build them when the game first comes out, because I think these are going to be cheap and really good to play with. So what we'll do is we'll jump in and start having a look. Now, if you are looking to buy some Ultimate Team coins, go and check out futcoinemporium.com. Their link will be down in the description. They are going to be getting FIFA 14 coins very early on, so feel free to check out that website every so often just to see if they have any coins released and available for you to buy. So here we go. You can see the screen that we've got now, and we're going to be building in the 4-4-2 formation. Now 4-4-2 is my favourite formation. It has been for a long time. However, I feel that on FIFA 13 it was a little bit unusable because the CMs would just get pulled up the pitch too far and you would get caught on the counter. However, there's now this second 4-4-2 formation, and it is going to be one with 2 CDMs instead of centre mids. So I am actually going to be using this team or this formation a lot because I think it's going to be fantastic. So this is the first team I'm going to build. It's going to be a Serie A squad. Now the reason I'm going to go with Serie A is because I think that there are some absolutely fantastic players in there. There's a lot of choices in a lot of the positions, so you know, you won't be stuck having to compete for, I don't know, one of the best centre backs, you know, in the league. There's loads of centre backs that we could use, and also Serie A always just seems to get overlooked, and I don't know why. On FIFA 12 my first team was a Serie A squad and it was fantastic. Don't think this will be quite as good because there's no 5-star skillers in Serie A anymore, but I still think this will be a very good team and quite enjoyable to use. And then we're going to look at a 4-1-2-1-2 hybrid that I've built. So let's jump in and start building, because I know that I'm waffling on and you guys want to see the players being put in. So the first two players that we're going for in the striking positions are going to be Muriel. Now there's a couple of players you could use here. Muriel is one of them, Ibarbo is another, Giovenco is another, and then the other one that I would recommend is going to be Sal. Now the reason I recommend you use these two players is I think they'll be quite cheap. I don't know if Muriel is going to be that cheap because he's got 4-star skills, which is a massive thing. He's got 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, he's very fast. So I'm not sure if he's going to be going for all that cheap, but Sal, however, he will be going for cheap. He's only 77 rated overall, he has 3-star skills and he has 4-star weak foot, so he's going to be a very good player. I played against Itani in the hub, he used him, he was a silver player at the time, and he absolutely destroyed me. Very, very good player, and his gold card, I can only imagine, is going to be something pretty magical. We're going to jump into the centre-back positions now and put 2 centre-backs in, which is maybe a bit of a weird one to go with the centre-back so quickly in the thing, but there are so many to choose from in Serie A. I went away and had a look and I decided that I'd go for these two because I think they'll be the cheapest. I mean, there are 1, 2, 3, what is that, 5 centre backs with over 75 pace, which is unbelievable, all in one league. And there's a whole bunch with over 70. There's more than 10 with over 70, so a lot of choice here. Now the ones I'm going to suggest you get are going to be Gambarini and Juan Jesus, I think is how you're going to say his name, so we'll pop them in. You can see there that Gambarini is now playing for Genoa, and we also have Joan. He was a silver last season, actually got a heck of a lot more pace. You can see there he has 79 pace now. Now the reason I'd say these two, Gambarini first off, he has low attacking, high defensive work rate, so he is going nowhere. He will sit in the defense and just take care of business. Jesus or Juan, I definitely recommend him because he's non-rare, and the others are all going to be quite expensive because the other ones that you have a choice of are of Ogbonna. I think he'll go for a lot because he's obviously very strong, very quick. Caceres, I believe he'll be another one that's very strong. He was a right back last year and now is a centre back. And then there's also Chiellini, obviously a high rating. Don't think many are going to get pulled out of packs. So these two, low ratings, non-rare, going to come out of packs in their droves. Hopefully they'll go for cheap. If not, there's other players that you could use like Federico Peluso, Mehdi Benatia, and a whole bunch of others as well. So those are my two there. Then in the right back position, we're going to be going for Conco. This guy, fantastic on FIFA 13, still a great player, 86 pace, definitely the best looking right back apart from Abate in Serie A. Then at left back, this is where you struggle in this squad, I feel, a little bit. You don't get all that much choice, or you know, you don't get a very good selection of players. So at left back, you have to sort of use this guy. If you think that there's someone else you could use a bit better, I would recommend you put it down in the comment section and let me know. Also, if you want to see any other videos like this where I sort of do budget squads, please suggest sort of teams for me to build, like leagues, nationalities, or certain players you want to see. And I'll say if you can get this video onto 1,000 likes, I will upload another one tomorrow. So there you go. That's going to be our defense. Now in goal, I'm actually going to splash out on the goalkeeper. It will become obvious why I splash out on the goalkeeper in a little bit, but it's going to be Marchetti. Now I think that it's always worth buying a good goalkeeper. He will go for quite a bit, but if you're struggling for coins, work your way up to him, buy some of the cheaper goalkeepers and sort of get yourself there slowly. Now if we move on to our midfield, I'm going to go through these rather quickly. We're going to be using, or I'm planning to use, Armero at left mid. Looks phenomenal, 90 pace, and he's very strong. He was a left back last year. Well, he started as a left back, he ended up as a left mid in January when they upgraded him. But I think that he's going to be really good, high work rate for attacking, so he's going bombing forward and supporting the attack a lot. And obviously because we have our CDMs, we should be all right and not get caught out at the back too much. Now we'll move on to the CDMs. We're going to be using Guarin. This is where it makes it a little bit more expensive because we are going to have to use CM or CM to CDM cards. Not sure how much they're going to go for at the start of FIFA. However, you may be able to get away with having Guarin without any card on him. You may be able to get away with him as a centre mid. Let's just change him to a centre mid and then pop in our other player. Our other player is going to be this guy, and he's one that was really good on FIFA 13 but got overlooked because he was non-rare, and it's Nun Golan. You can see there, 83 pace. Both very quick players, very strong, very physical, and they are going to be able to control your mid very well. You're going to have to put him into a defensive mid, but you can see here that Guarin is going to be getting 9 chemistry. That'll be after you play 10 games with him, and because it caps at 100, there are 11 players, you know, you can get a maximum of 110 chemistry. Well, you're actually capped as a maximum as 100 chemistry, so there is no need for us to actually get, you know, full chemistry on Guarin, because he will eventually get it, or the team will have full chemistry just purely because everyone, I don't know, I think you understand what I mean. I'm sort of rambling on and I really don't want to do that. Anyway, our right mid is going to be Quadrado, if he'll come up. I had a little problem earlier finding him, but his first name is actually Juan, so there you go, there he is. In he goes, and you can see there he actually has 4-star skills, which will make him enjoyable to play with. I mean, if Muriel's going too much, then go and choose yourself a Barber. You can see that we switch him back to CDM. We now have full chemistry on every single player. Now, the other squad that I'm going to build is going to be a hybrid, and you sort of lock to the players. You have to sort of use these players, otherwise the team won't work, it won't get full chemistry. It's going to be in the 4-1-2-1-2 formation. As there's no formation cards, you might as well just use the most overpowered formations, the most expensive formations from previous FIFAs. Obviously 4-1-2-1-2 is always one of the most expensive, and that's what we're going to be building in for this one. So this one's going to be a hybrid of the Russian League, and also use a couple of players from the other team as well. So at the centre back position, we are going to be using Juan Jesus again, meaning that you won't have to, you know, switch it up, because if you run these two teams in tandem, then you can sort of rotate them and sort of, you know, get sort of fitness back through that. So you can use these two players again, as well as Gambarini. I definitely recommend these two. Then if you need to, you can go away and sort of unhybridize this by using the likes of Hubakan and the other fast centre back in the Russian League. His name escapes me right now, but I think you can all probably work out who it is without me telling you. So then again, you can put Marchetti in goal. So there you go, you double up your goalkeeper. He's never going to need to be rotated at all, because he's just not going to lose that much fitness, to be honest. And to be honest, even if he does lose fitness, it doesn't really matter, because goalkeepers don't really use the fitness, I don't think. Then at the left back position, we're going to be using Crescito. This is how we get into this sort of Serie A backline. And then we are going to be using at right back Fernandez. Now these two players are actually two of the best left and right backs in the league. I believe that Fernandez may be the fastest right back, Crescito is probably the fastest left back. So you can see the sort of issue you have with these positions, because you just don't get all that much from them, because there just isn't anyone else that I could use there. Then in the CDM position, we're going to be using this guy, and you may be wondering, why aren't you using Gisele? Now I think Gisele is going to go for quite a few coins. I'm actually going to be using this guy, Caraccio, and he's already in the CDM position, which is fantastic. It means that he is going to get full chemistry without us having to use any position changes, and that therefore makes it cheaper for us to build this team. Then we are going to build the rest of the team. It is going to be Russian League from this point forward. In fact, it's just really a Serie A defense with Russian League all around it. So at the left mid position, we're going to be using this guy. His name is Gonzalez. Could have used a couple of other players here, but I decided not to because this guy has 4-star skills, and to be honest, I thought that he would go for cheaper. He has, you know, pretty good work rates as well. He's going to be getting forward. He's got good pace. I just think generally he's going to be pretty good. And also, he needed to get a strong link from the striker. And one of our strikers is going to be Dumbia. So here we go. Dumbia can go into our squad. He has the 4-star, I believe, 4-star weak foot, 4-star skills. So that's absolutely perfect. He's a very good player. And then alongside him, we're going to be using a new guy who I haven't actually seen before. He may have been silver, I'm not really sure, but he's a player that was definitely overlooked for me in FIFA 13. His name is Musa. He's a fellow teammate of Dumbia. He has high attacking, medium defensive work rates, and again 4-star skills, because this team is actually going to be a lot of fun to play with. You'll be able to go out, enjoy it, and just generally just enjoy playing with it, because you're going to be able to try out all those skills when people aren't used to defending. So dribbling is going to be a massive thing at the start of FIFA, so I believe this team will do very, very well for you. Now, right mid, as I was saying, skills are the order of the day. We are going to be using Aidan McGeady, 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot, 89 pace, 86 dribbling, very tanky player, and just generally going to be a lot of fun to play with. Then another 5-star skiller. Go and try out those 5-star skills. It's going to be Basufa. I think he's going to be cheap. I just generally think this entire sort of Russian outfit is going to be pretty cheap. These players are pretty good. I was thinking of using Danny at left mid, but as I said, I needed to get a strong link from one of the strikers to actually get them onto full chemistry. You can see this dead link going into them there. Also the same here, but McGeady gets his strong link from our CDM. So there you go. Those are the two teams that I'm planning to try out early on. Have them as a rotation, as I said. Use Hubacan and Bochetti. That was the one I was looking for, the other two. So you could just simply do this, pop out these two, put in Bochetti if you really wanted to just have a full Russian League team. I always spell Bochetti's name wrong. How do you spell it? It has got 2 C's, so why doesn't it come up when I put 2 C's in? Oh, it does. Okay, fair enough. That's just me being an idiot. But as you can see, we can pop these other players in, and you can have Hubacan, Bochetti. Those two will be pretty good. Only problem is that obviously they have, you know, sort of like medium attacking work rates, which may put them out of position a little bit, and you don't have the guarantee that your player like Gambarini will be at the back all the time. And then you can use like Akinfeev in goal if you want to splash out on another goalkeeper. You can bring Danny into this sort of like left mid spot, which I think that Danny's going to be a really fantastic player this year with 86 pace, got 4-star skills, 87 dribbling, 81 passing. He's got quite a good long shot on him, so I believe that team will be quite a good one to play with as well. So there you go, a whole bunch of players and teams that you could go and try out when the game starts. Definitely recommend trying to have like 2 rotation teams so that you don't waste fitness or, you know, waste money going out and buying fitness cards. But there you go, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. As I said, get this video to 1,000 likes. I'll bring out another one of these sort of budget squad builders tomorrow. Hope you have enjoyed the video. I will stop talking now, leave it all there. Subscribe if you're not already. I will be bringing out a whole load of trading videos when the web app drops on, I think it's like the 14th or the 15th of this month. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to leave it there, and I will see you all next time.